America should want a Cold War with China. Time to increase defense spending. How America can prepare for war with China, Russia, and the Middle East. What do all these stories have in common? They're all written by prominent members of arms industry-funded think tanks. Not that these outlets tell you that. Gabriel Scheinman's thesis is underwritten by massive donations from Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Leonardo. Walter Russell Mead is a paid fellow at the Hudson Institute, funded by Northrop Grumman and General Atomics, and Thomas Mankin's CSBA can count on huge financial support from BAE Systems, Raytheon, and General Dynamics. Think tanks are organizations of experts that work to influence public opinion and government policy on all manner of issues. They do this by producing reports, talking to the media, writing articles, and lobbying politicians. They're generally funded by the rich and powerful and have become a crucial way in which the 1% launder their ideas and outlooks into the public consciousness. Big corporations will pay these groups to advocate for positions that increase their influence and power. And when it comes to foreign policy, it's no different. Weapons companies make billions whenever we go to war, so for them, it's a no-brainer to spend a few $1 million every year sponsoring think tanks to lobby on their behalf and beat the drums of war in Washington. And those think tanks all repeat the same message: bomb, bomb, bomb. A recent study of the New York Times, Washington Post, and Wall Street Journal found that on stories relating to the Ukraine conflict, 85% of the think tank citations they made went to those bankrolled by the weapons industry. And my MintPress News investigation found scores of US think tanks funded by the Taiwanese government loudly demanding that the US defend the island by ramping up tensions with China. So, why is our corporate media so pro-war? In no small part, it's because of the arms industry-funded think tanks injecting their talking points into the public debate and trying to turn a peaceful US public into a bunch of hawks. What can we do to defend ourselves against this kind of pro-war propaganda? First, whenever you see this kind of warmongering, ask yourself who is the author, what biases they have, and what institutions do they belong to. Then look up these think tanks' funding on their financial reports or their About Us section on their website. If they're taking money from the likes of Lockheed Martin, Boeing, and Raytheon, or any other part of the military-industrial complex, it's a sure sign that you're being fed imperial propaganda. For Behind the Headlines, I'm Alan MacLeod. Make sure to share this video so others can protect themselves from constant media warmongering.